Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Say What with James and Lakesia. I am Lakesia.
James.
And we're going to do our movie review for Den of Thieves 2, Pantera. Was it a global heist or was it a global mess? So, I thought that this sequel definitely upped the ante. James, it had more locations, more action, and a whole lot more twists.
No,
what did
it didn't
you think?
have more locations. Well, it might have more locations, but it didn't have more action than the first one. It was a good movie, but the first one was better.
Are you just sorry because 50 Cent wasn't in this one?
No, I don't care less about 50 Cent.
I like this one better. And I had saw this one before I saw Den of Thieves 1. And I prefer this one. But the plot, we have Nick O'Brien, who's played by Gerard Butler. And, you know, anytime you have Gerard Butler in a movie, it's going to be a hit. He's back on the hunt for Donnie, who's played by O'Shea Jackson Jr., Ice Cube's son. He's now involved in a major diamond heist in Nice, France.
That diamond was that they took in that diamond heist was from the Calabrian Mafia gang. And there was a lot of double crossing going on too. So
yeah. Well, the diamond heist influence is very noticeable. It was I felt like they started it off, the beginning of the movie, that diamond heist scene, that was like just crazy right there. It had my heart pumping. The movie really tries to show off the complexity of the heist. I felt like they did a great job with that.
Yeah, it was good. And it was a good action scene. Not good as the original, like I said, but it was a good action scene.
Okay, well, we all have our opinions, guys. And I felt like O'Shea really shined in the sequel. His character had involved, and he's more involved in the planning and execution of the heist.
Yeah, he was underhanded and undermining people like he did in the first one. He makes it look like he's not the guy doing this thing, but yeah. He is. And he throws a lot of curveballs like he did in the first one and all that. But Nick was looking for him because he felt like Donnie got over him in L.A. So he wanted to he got to France, and he was looking for him. And this time, he meets him at his apartment. And Nick's already in there eating. And Donnie comes in, and he's like, oh, man, he pulls that gun out. And Nick was like, you don't need it for goods. And then after a while, Nick just takes the gun and tells him he's going to be part of the next heist. He gets himself into the Panther gang.
Yeah, it was a lot of plot twists. But now, I enjoyed the movie, and I was like, oh my goodness, you know, you can kind of see how someone serving, because he was like, Nick was kind of like on the line anyway, how they can kind of cross the line. You know, when they're putting their lives out on, you know, on risk for all of us, and they're not being paid what it's really worth.
And I will say this, Nick had me convinced that I thought he was actually not being a cop no more.
Right. Because when he went to the police officer in France, the African-American guy, and he saw the picture of Donnie, he was like, no, that's not him.
Yeah.
So he played that thing off so
well. Was just trying to get that money.
He was hanging with them. I was like, dang, he really gonna just do, you know, the police force, you know, the people like that. But I felt like the movie was great. I loved all the actors in it, the actresses. I just felt like it was a great movie, and
it was a good movie.
And I feel like that ending.
The end was crazy because, like I said, we thought that not Donnie, but Nick had crossed over, but nah, he set them up.
When they went to meet the person that they had to break into the World Bank.
Mm-hmm.
And it had major security. Donnie actually had to get a job there to be able to break into that bank. It was an inside job, and it was well carried out. But they had stole that diamond. They had to get that diamond back because those
the Calabrian Mafia.
They were after them, so they had to get that diamond back, and they did get the diamond back and gave it back to them, but. A part of their own crew,
because they got the money.
Part of their crew had split up from them, and they was trying to rob them at the end. And so that Colombian group had to come in and help them.
They liked the girl that was helping them. She actually liked Nick.
Yeah, they had to come in. That Colombian
they came in.
They had to come in and help them.
If not, Donnie and Nick would have been done.
Done because they were. I mean, yeah.
But the thing was, they sitting at the table, all these diamond guys.
At the end.
Yeah, looking at the diamonds.
They had bought the money.
They got the diamonds. And boy, that's what the big plot twist was, because all the agents and the police come in and arrest them all.
Yes.
And once that's what we do. Nick was still working with the cops because they pulled Nick to the side and took all them somewhere else.
Yes. And then when he went to go visit Donnie.
Yeah, because he did. You could tell, just like even the cops said, it feels good sometimes on the other side. And he really felt bad about it. So they went to jail to see him, and what?
He went to go see Donnie in jail, and he told him to hang to a certain side.
Sit to the left.
Because those drug lords, they were going to bust him out. I mean, I guess they said, this dude got skills. We want him to come work with us. But I felt like Den of Thieves was a great movie.
It was
Den
good.
of Thieves 2. Maybe I should have saw Den of Thieves 1 first. I do like 50 Cent when he's not trolling people. But, you know, I felt like O'Shea, he's really just, you know, he's really coming into his own, making a name for himself. He's a great actor. And Gerard Butler, of course, you can't expect anything less when you have him in a movie. So I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.